Hello, 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 Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is just under a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you're new, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, thank you! Thank you all so much. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1 here. I read this book out loud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you. Just know that book 2 is published and available if you've already read book 1. All the links that you need for my books to purchase, to watch my videos, are all in the description box below. Okay, so welcome and welcome back to my channel for those of you who are not new. I took a vacation for a week and I'm really glad to be back. So, like I said, welcome back here. So now, let me just explain what I am doing here. Last month, now the Sacred Feminine asked me to create this channel and gave me the name and everything because the Sacred Feminine has been quieted and ignored and suppressed for thousands of years, and so she wanted me to create this channel for her and her many aspects of her mother energy to speak and be heard. So what I did was, I planned for a whole year for the month of Mother's Day that we would get our messages from different mother energies all month long, and we did the first week of May, because last month was Mother's Day, which is why we did this. The first week we got our messages from Mother Mary, the second from Goddess Caradwyn, the third from Mother Earth, and the fourth from the Divine Mother, the universe, all her entirety, the Divine Mother energy. So this month we're having Father's Day, and although this channel is dedicated to the mother speaking, I very much love and respect the father energy, the masculine energy as well. In fact, I was raised a Catholic, and I didn't even know the mother energy existed for my entire time growing up, and I was very close with God. So that's what we're doing this month. Because it's Father's Day, we were going to get our messages from different father energies all month long. And you can tell that this first week we are receiving our messages from Master Jesus. I have my old crucifix here that I received when I was 7 for Christmas from family members. I'm 49 now, so it's an antique, but I felt very strongly that it needed to be here, because when we see a crucifix, especially one as bloody as this one, it helps us to appreciate the extent of Jesus's love for us and what he was willing to do because of that love. So this is his sacrifice. He is part of the energy of the hanged man. Okay, so at the end of the reading, we are going to pull at least 3 cards from the Archangel Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And let me explain something else that happened. I ordered a bunch of decks because I knew that I looked at my decks and they were all very feminine, and I wanted to do this masculine month here. So I ordered some decks, and then I went on vacation. And then when I came back, all the decks except one had come in. And, I start recording on Mondays, and this was Sunday that this happened. And so I looked online to see if this one last deck, where it was, because I needed it. It's this one, The Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue, and artwork by Greg Olson. So yes, I have it in my hands. So what am I talking about? Sunday, I didn't have it. I had all the other decks, and so I looked it up to see where it was, and it said it had been processed, but it wasn't even out for delivery. So I was pretty bummed. I'm like, well, because I started with Mary last month, I wanted to start with Jesus, and so I was pretty bummed. But I was like, okay, well, get rid of your control issues, Allison. You know what I mean? Go with the flow. So I set up the table for a completely different masculine energy. But as I was going to sleep that night, I was thinking about these decks that I received through Mary. I really wanted this deck for Mary, and she gave it to me like the day before I was going to do her readings. So I said to myself, even though it doesn't even say that it's out for delivery at all, I would not be surprised if I woke up and this deck was there. And folks, that's exactly what happened. And I'm telling you this, I'm telling you about how I receive my decks, because they're miracles to me. Because, I mean, you could say, yeah, that, you know, they just didn't put in the information, and, you know, that's just a coincidence, or you just got lucky. But to me, it's a miracle. You could look at it as a small miracle, but telling you and others about it is my way of being grateful. You know, God and Jesus, they always want, you know, you to say, yes, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, I believe in their miracles, I believe in Mother Mary and her miracles. And when you do that, and you're not like afraid to say that stuff to people, it's just better for you. It's more higher vibrational. So that's why I'm telling you guys about this. When we look at things in our lives like this, we could choose to say, oh, it's just a coincidence, and take some magic away. Or we can really understand that this is spirit working on our behalf. And basically that's a miracle. Okay, so I am so grateful to Master Jesus for bringing in his beautiful deck. And plus, another thing is, every time I get a deck, I look for this, and I have never gotten one except for the original. This deck came this way a long time ago, but this is from the 80s. This is a vintage deck, so you don't see this on them anymore. They came like this. So I'd been wanting this gold, or, you know, this beautiful, look at that. Can you even feel the light? Yeah. None of my decks came in, I think it's called gilded like this. Sometimes they're in different colors, like it can be like metallic blue or purple. Those decks were like, I don't know, I like these, I really like this. And his came in like this, and I was like, well, of course they did. Thank you so much, Jesus. All right, so I am a twin flame reader. I'm all about the sacred masculine and the feminine. So I read my cards a little differently. I read the minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and I read your major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you wrote for your life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise both the energy, the vibration, and the wisdom encoded within your soul. Because of free will, it's possible to go down in vibration. But if you can manage to go up in vibration lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to a place where you're so high vibrational and so wise that you become what we call enlightened, like Jesus, like Buddha, Mary. And we know that these people can affect a great deal of positive change on the earth. So when I'm dealing with your major arcana cards, it's kind of like fate, but not really, because of the free will. Now, there are times we write things into our divine blueprint that we cannot change no matter what we do. That's because we wrote that way. And those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. Okay, so let's get started here. Right here at the heart of everything, we have the Fool. All right. There we go. All right. So this is the Fool, and it is in reverse. Okay. So the Fool, this is an Aries energy, so there's more fire energy going on here. You know, Leo just got this card as well. He's chewing on his leg, the lion chewing on his leg, kind of cracks me up a little bit here. But what this means, especially in this particular deck, while this is like a leap of faith and a new beginning on a spiritual path and stuff, this is a bad decision. This is being foolish. This is, sometimes you hesitate. This is the failure to keep going, to be diligent with what you're doing here. Foolishness can mean things like ignoring opportunities and stuff too. So you know which one of those or all of those pertain to what's going on here for you. You may have made a bad decision or ignored an opportunity that you shouldn't have. And now I'm feeling like, while this is what's at the heart of everything, and this one down here is at the root of everything, and all these other cards, they have specific positions. But this one, the one that crosses the first energy, is always read right side up. But what it says, its position or whatever, changes, and I have to use my intuition. So this is the Death card, okay? So this is the card of Scorpio. So far we've got like Aries and Scorpio energy. That's water energy, see? all the souls are down there in the water, and that's Luigi Scapini right there. You know, back in the days when he was younger. He's like in his 70s now, but these were created in the late 70s, early 80s. So I like how he put himself amongst all the souls that are in this water, because usually the death card indicates that nobody escapes death. And this one in particular, the way he's standing, this is a human spine, which is, you know, pretty gnarly if you ask me. That, whoops, hang on, I just dropped that thing. Okay, so he's standing in the stance of Shiva, the god Shiva. It's like the dance of destruction. Okay, so there has to be death before there's birth. There has to be destruction before there's construction. You know what I mean? So this is a tremendous change. Okay, now it doesn't always necessarily mean physical death, but I just feel like this is kind of either you made a bad decision because, or you failed to continue to proceed because of this major change, or what I'm feeling mostly is that this is kind of the reason, this is what's happened because of this. You made a bad choice, or you missed or you ignored an opportunity, and now this has brought tremendous change, because this is brought to you by the divine. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know why my camera just did this weird slow motion thing. Did you guys see that? It was like this weird slow motion thing. It's never done that before. Okay, but I was talking about how this is the divine. Okay, so I feel like this choice or this opportunity was presented to you by the divine. You were supposed to take a leap of faith and trust in spirit, but you didn't. And now there's a tremendous change that is going to occur where no one is safe. So what I think that means is that it's going to change a lot of people's lives. Okay, now I'm not saying no one is safe, like everybody's in danger. What I mean is that this change is going to affect a lot of people. Wow, I didn't expect that message. Alrighty, so now this is what is at the root of everything, as I said. Okay, now this is the Holy Grail. This is unconditional love. This is not. This is in the reverse for you. The Ace of Cups is, see, the Holy Grail represents unconditional love. It is also, you know, sometimes people say the Holy Grail is Mary Magdalene, Jesus's wife. Okay, this is the cup that overflows. This is a brand new love. Okay, however, in the reverse, I feel like there was not unconditional love, and also there is not wait a minute, they want me to look in the little book. I gotta get the little book that comes with this deck. They're saying there's something in there that's going to, hang on, cups. Oh, well, holy shit. Well, then that's why. Okay. In this particular deck, the reversed meaning for this card is change, alteration, erosion, instability, sterility, unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart, inconsistency. So, holy crap, that just describes everything that we just looked at here. Okay, this inconsistency, this change, this is the root of it all. There's been this gigantic change because of this inconsistency, because of this opportunity being missed that was presented by the divine. The divine is unconditional love. And there's also this strong message that because love was not unconditional, this is why this is happening. Holy crap. Okie dokie. Nine of Swords. This is the energy in your most recent past, and it is moving out of your life at this time. Okay? Now, this is the Nine of Swords. This is an interesting Nine of Swords. This imagery and stuff. You know, a lot of, I always tell everybody, if you're new, I'll tell you this. I look at the imagery on the tarot. I work with the energy that the creators of these tarot decks, that they put into them. They put a lot of thought into the imagery, and also why, and also what this card means to them and stuff. They vary, and it changes the message. And I find that when I do that, when I stick with the energy of the tarot, it gives the correct, much more correct messages. So this one is very much, that reminds me very much of the Four of Swords. If you guys are familiar with the Four of Swords, that's the rest card, and you do often see a sarcophagus. So to see a sarcophagus on the Nine of Swords, which is usually a person in bed who cannot sleep, who's having nightmares, who's overthinking, who is being anxious, this is, to me, this is a cross between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. This is anxiety. This is being unable to move, you know what I mean? And maybe even being watched, because we've got the Page of Swords down here, who is a watcher, like a supervisor, and when he's in his upside down energy, he's a stalker. He's not very nice. So the Nine of Swords in this particular this particular deck is about doubt. It's about it's not about, see, this is about not being able to sleep and having nightmares and stuff, but this isn't about being able to sleep and not having nightmares. No, this kind of continues on with the negative energy here. It means things like doubt and slander. It's about somebody being shady, somebody, if you're afraid of something, there's reasonable fear behind it, because there has been some really bad stuff going on. And, you know, slander is part of communication and stuff. And so, you know, now this is feeling a lot like the Five of Swords as well. So this Nine of Swords really does a lot of communicating in pain. Okay, there's been, let me just see what the actual words for this. Because I go through the deck before I start, and I just kind of go over what they say. Here it is. I just kind of go over what they say, and then when I try to remember it, but when they tell me to look at it, there's a word. So, okay, so yeah, it starts out with doubt. Also suspicion. Okay, so doubt, suspicion. There's the slanderous gossip. Okay, so slander and gossip. Shame, scruple, timidity. Yep, shady character and reasonable fear. So, yeah, I retained a good chunk of those. But, yeah, shame and scruple and timidity are new. Yeah, but you know what? This gossip and slander is really standing out to me. This is a bunch of bullshit that's heading on its way out. So that is freaking awesome to see in the energy that's moving out of your life right now, okay? So, good. Now, these two cards for me as a reader are future cards, okay? Now, this is the Eight of Coins. So you had that was the 9. All right, so the Eight of Coins here, this is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. This is one of my favorite Eight of Coins in any deck because of, again, wow, you're getting the Artist twice. There's the Artist again. And this is his wife and his first child. Like I said, he created this deck when he was young and starting his family. This was the late 70s, early 80s. And these are all the paintings of the major arcana. So I have a feeling he started with the major arcana. Yeah, he did. He started with the major arcana because here they are in miniature, and then this is the 8 of coins, and so this he went on to do the suits. This is the not the happy family card. This is the well, I think it is a happy family card. I mean, look at him. This is a card of work, but this is also a card of learning. Okay, this is like when you start something new, a new project, you go to school, okay? So in the near future, you may be learning something new and working very hard at it, or one or the other, okay? So this is, but whatever it is, I have a feeling it's going to come out to be a work of art. That's what I'm being told here. This is a work of art, okay? So, working and learning. And the next energy that you have here is the World card, okay? So this is the end of a cycle. The end of this, this is the change that's coming around. Now, here's the thing. This is the last card. Usually, there are other decks where there's a couple more. They're rare. This is the first card of the major arcana, and this is the last, okay? So this was a new cycle, but it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. So now it's ending. Boom, you're done. I'm getting something else. If you learn enough, if you work hard enough, whatever you're doing here may bring you the world. All right, that's it. That's it for those cards. All righty. Now, here's your hope card. This is, look at, that's a celebration. Okay, this is the 1111 card. This is a card of twin flames because of the 1111 part. So you may want to go ahead and look up angel number 1111. For some readers, this is the halfway to marriage card. For others, this is, you know, what you're hoping for is happiness, for celebration, maybe for a new family, maybe even to have a twin flame marriage. This is joy and stability, because the 4 is the number of stability as well. So this is also your own energy. This is Wands, fire energy, along with Aries and Leo. So you want to be happy in your own energy. You want to celebrate. You want to be with your own people. You want to belong. You want to, this is also, I'm feeling community. Like there's, yeah, getting along with, just celebrating with a bunch of people as well. That's a very nice hope. Now, here is you. Right now, you're embodying your own energy here in the Knight of Wands. This is the Sagittarius card. This is a card of Sagittarius. This is the free spirit. Sometimes this is a player. So you know if you're embodying that energy right now or not, but it could also be that you're moving. This is a card of changing your residence. This is also a card of moving in, like rushing towards your happiness. Knights are bringers of change. Bringers of change. Okay? You brought this change. Yeah. You brought this change by being in your own energy, by being yourself. else am I getting from this? This has elements of, this is movement. So you may be going somewhere. This talks about being on a journey, not just changing where you live, but this also has mentions things like flight, advancement into the unknown. Yeah, yep, things are changing and you don't know where it's going to take you. But I have a very strong feeling that you're going to be moving. This is a journey, possibly a new adventure, and in your own energy. So, all right, so this is what you fear, judgment. This is the card that comes before the world, okay? Now, judgment is just that. Now, as a fear card, I would think that, well, as a fear card, maybe what you're afraid of is this being resurrected. This is a card of rebirth. Okay? So is the death card. You see how these people are down here? They're in the waters of the land of the dead. And here is the land of the dead again. And here they are coming up. Okay? I kind of think maybe what you want is this change to be permanent. You don't want this crap to be coming back to rear its ugly head again. You want to be over. You want the final judgment. You want the divine to make this be over now. To come in and say, okay, that's it. We're done here. So definitely you're going to be going on a new journey, and it's to your soul family, to your true soul family. Wherever you are right now might not be your soul family. In fact, it doesn't look like it is at all here with this upside down Ace of Cups. So again, as you've got the beginning of the major arcana here and also the end of the major arcana, we've got the beginning of the cup suit and the end. This is what's at the root of all of this. That this is unrequited love. This is clouded joy. This is not unconditional love. This is, all those things that I said. So yeah, I think what you're going to do is you're going to move on, and you're going to actually find your soul family. And you're going to be very, very happy. This is a happy ending. If you're not around people that really understand you, that are like you, it can be very hard to be happy. If you feel like nobody really understands you, that's a very lonely feeling. Okay? So now, how many cards do you have that are major arcana? I judge how much control you have over a situation by the number, and you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Almost half of this is your divine blueprint. Where you see a major arcana card is where Spirit or Jesus really wants you to look at, okay? Understand that this was not the new beginning that you thought it was going to be. It was not the love that you thought it was going to be, and so it brought in this major change. All this bullshit is on its way out of your life. I think you're going to move because of this end of this cycle. and then you're going to learn something new. Maybe you'll get a new job, or maybe you'll go to school so that you can start over again. And if you are an artist and you go to artist school, who are you going to find there? Your soul family. Boom. You've been in the wrong place, Sagittarius. That's all there is to it. All right, so this is the underlying energy, and it's more cup energy. You know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is emotion. This is intuition here. This is the card of mourning, okay? This is the underlying energy to this whole spread, okay? There's been this, you know, when I get these two cards together, there may be a physical death. If you have experienced a physical death recently, my deepest condolences. My deepest condolences. I'm so sorry. You do have happiness coming, okay? But those of you that this has nothing to do with a physical death, okay? This is the card of, say, you knock over 3 of your cups and you don't see the other 2 that are still filled. This is mourning. Which I think what's going on here is they're all mourning this guy here, but he's not dead yet, right? You have to see, the 5 of Cups is about being grateful for what you still have, no matter what you lost. Okay, so I think this guy, I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if it's important enough actually to look up in the book here, but this is the card of mourning, and this reminds you to always be grateful for what you have left. Okay, so there's since this is the card that is the underlying energy here, and the root of it all is also this cup energy of emotion. Okay, there was no unconditional love here. So this is saying too, this was possibly, this is saying to you, be grateful for what you have left, because maybe that is what was wrong here, or at least a really big part of what was wrong, since this is the underlying energy. All right, let's get this out of here. Alrighty, let's see what Jesus wants the archangels to tell you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Also, please check out my books. They're part of my Divine Blueprint. I haven't gotten a bad review, like I said. Everybody really loves the story. People have experienced spiritual healing from the story as well. Check it out. All right. Wow, I try so hard not for these to not be a mess. I don't like them to be a mess because I feel like it's more respectful. That's why, like, before I start recording, I make them as neat as possible and then just go. All right, Jesus, what would you like the archangels to do? Okay, didn't even have to finish that sentence. Holy moly, you got more than 3. You got 4, I think. All right, let's start reading these suckers off. Oh, wow. I'm going to start with this one because this one has been coming up over and over and over again in all these readings. Okay, so, wow. Look. Comfort. Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Helping your heart to heal. Yep. Okay, so why do I have the death card? Well, if you don't know already, Archangel Azrael is the angel of death and transformation. Okay, so this has been saying you're transforming right now. For everybody who's been getting this particular card, its message is, and it still feels like that, no, this isn't, for the most part, you guys, this is not a physical death, but it is the death of your old self. And it's a transformation that can be painful. It's like you've been put into your chrysalis and you're changing to become a butterfly. However, the changes don't, I think they're pretty painful. I was meditating on this, and when we go through our metamorphosis spiritual wise, it is painful. We go through heartache, we go through pain. And so I figured, you know what? I bet you butterflies and moths and other things that have chrysalis and transform, I bet you they have physical pain as they transform. Okay? So there is pain involved here. You've been going through pain. We can see it right here. We can see it right here. But you're on your way to your soul family. It's because you were in the wrong place. So your transformation is probably going to show you where you belong. And like I said, learning what you truly are will bring you to your people, okay? To your soul family. Oh boy, this one again. I hadn't gotten this for anybody ever except for Leo. I think it was Leo, or was it Aries? I don't know. But this is an alicorn. That's what you call a unicorn with wings, is an alicorn. Unless those are his wings. I never thought about that. Maybe he's the angel. I'm a dork. Anyway, so he's on the unicorn. This is Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. You know what? I think this is your idea. Okay? This is going to bring the end of your cycle here. Okay? You don't have like the Ace of Wands or anything that would be like an idea. So this is it. This is this new beginning. This is learning something new. You know, like I said, if you're an artist, go learn more art, because then you're going to be around your people. You know what to do. Again, Archangel Uriel, okay? That is so funny because Archangel Uriel is the repeater, okay? So now there's two cards from him. What's the other one? Is it? Okay, I was going to say if there was another Uriel, I would be like, man, he's repeating himself. Okay, so you know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Right? So I just feel like, again, he's telling you, okay, your idea is brilliant. Do it. You know what to do. Do it. He's telling you in two different cards. You already know what to do. And he's holding this lantern here. This is talking to me very much about the hermit. And the hermit goes inside and finds out exactly what brings them joy, right? So he's holding this lantern and he's saying, you know what to do. Like you've already been in your dark night of the soul. You've already been in hermit mode. You already know what brings you joy. So you already know what to do. And then here it is. Here's the, like, this looks like the light itself from inside of your lantern. The this energy bolt right here, the fire of that is inside the lantern. Here it is right there. It's your idea. That is the Ace of Wands that I was kind of looking for right now and not finding in your reading. Okay, so the energy of the Ace of Wands is in these two cards. Whoa, that's deep. Okay, so this is the last one. This is Bree. This is Archangel Raphael. He's one of the four, which Uriel is too. There's Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, okay? So this one is breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns, okay? So normally what this means to me is like when we're going through things that are like uncomfortable, we tend to not breathe as well. When you are upset, when you are hurting, when you're uncomfortable, breathe through it, okay? Because it isn't just breathing. Take those breaths and consciously get rid of those old patterns, you know? Just say, like say you're nervous because of this or that, or I'm going to go do that. Just say to your, take in a deep breath and say, I release the anxiety for doing something I know I'm going to be fine. You know what I mean? So yeah, so breathe through it. It's going to help you get through this transformation. Alrighty, let's get your last message here from the Loving Words of Jesus deck. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys that now these come from quotes from the Bible. If you feel like you need to know the rest of this section in the Bible, go check it out. But also the numbers that come with it, the section, I'm recommending that you look those up as angel numbers as well, okay? So, all right, Jesus, what have you to say to Sagittarius? What else? All right, let's try this again. May I have at least one card for Sagittarius, Jesus? What would you like to tell Sagittarius? May I have, thank you. All righty. Jesus says, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall move. Matthew 17:20. So if you need to hear more about this, go to Matthew 17:20. Also, if you want to, go ahead and look up angel number 1720. Now, this sounds a little different than when we normally hear it. You know, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you say unto the mountain, you will move, the mountain will move. I often say this. When you say to the mountain, you will move, the mountain will move. Okay? So, what's going on here is this. This is the leap of faith. This is not having that faith. Okay? Now, you may not have had the faith in this because maybe your intuition was telling you this was going to end up like crap. But this is a lack of faith here. All right? So, I just feel like this is telling you, this is not admonishing you or anything. I feel like what this is saying is this new, okay, this cycle's over because it wasn't for you. These are not your people. Okay? But when it comes to this, you already know what to do. When it comes to this, Sagittarius, this is what you have faith in. This is, if I were you, this is what I would have faith in. And I do have Sagittarius in my chart. I have Sagittarius for 2 planets, so learn this. And if it's something that you love, it's what you are, learning it will be fun. This is going to change everything. And yes, a happy family. Remember when I was saying, oh, this is the happy family card? No, it's not the happy family card. This is the happy family card. I said that because this is bringing you your happy family. I was just reminded of how I made that kind of, you know, sometimes when readers and intuitives, psychics and stuff, they say things that sound wrong. It's not actually wrong. Because Spirit is speaking. All right, you got this. You got this. You are going to find your peeps. It's going to be awesome. And remember, Jesus defeated death. So can you. You just take this change in stride and you just keep going. You find your people and everything's going to be awesome. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that resonated with you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.